Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Man, you know what's crazy? All of a sudden, there's been a flick of a switch today. There's been a flick of a switch. We're letting go of players and now names that we were not really sure as to whether they were going to find a move or whether clubs would be interested. You know, players like Kovacic was expected. Players like Mason Mount was expected. As much as some people don't want it to happen, some people do want it to happen. That was expected for a considerable amount of time because of the contract situation. But there's been other players where we're just like, I don't know, he might not. Will he? Will anyone come in? Lo and behold, we have football clubs knocking on the door. Yes, how can I help you? Oh, it's Real Madrid. Hello, guys. And because of that, yeah, and we're going to talk about that very, very shortly, a sense of optimism has just kicked in. Because what I'm about to tell you today, which is the latest Chelsea news, is, I have to say, very optimistic and has given me a new sense of life as to where this club is heading. What direction are we going in? And who is Poch going to have at his disposal when he comes to Chelsea Football Club officially in the role on July 1st. Let's get cracking immediately into it with the big story that has broken just over an hour ago, courtesy of Fabrizio Romano. Here it is. Hit it, Fab. Real Madrid have concrete interest in Kai Havertz. He's one of the players in the list, really appreciated by Ancelotti. Understand Chelsea are open to discuss Havertz's exit, but they want an important fee. No way for loan and similar. I can't believe we could actually be having a window where we have Kovacic, Mount, Havertz, and all these guys finding new clubs. I didn't think it was possible. Real Madrid, you know what? Like I've said, Kovacic and Mount was expected. Havertz, Real Madrid, I didn't think they would actually come in. But Real Madrid, fantastic decision. Fantastic decision. You guys, you've made a very wise decision. You have you thought about this very logically. You know, I can tell. You're very, very savvy, smart people, Real Madrid. You know, your history proves it. Your history proves it. What is it, 14 Champions League titles? Of course you're going to make the right business decisions. Of course you're going to make the right business call. Of course you're going to come in for a creative player like Kai Havertz. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, man, if I was a salesman. But look, I'm going to give you my honest opinion, right? You know me, as much as I want to try and drive this move a little bit and be like, yeah, come on, Del Boy it maybe a little bit. Real Madrid, come on, you got yourselves a bargain here, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be as honest and transparent as possible. Kai Havertz could go to Real Madrid and pop off. He could. He has the ability when used in a certain way. Now, the problem that we've had, which I don't think we were very aware of when we bought him, is that we didn't actually think he would be as... What's the word? Unversatile? Is that a word? But basically not versatile. We actually thought we were getting a versatile player. Turns out he's not actually that versatile. He's very, very, very specific. And we've spoken about this. We've had managers that have been asked in press conferences about this. Lampard's been asked. Tuchel's been asked. Has Potter been asked? I think Potter got asked one time or two times. What is Kai Havertz's best position? That's one of the biggest questions in world football. Yeah? And then Thomas Tuchel, I think, got to the closest. 9.5. Yeah, we created a new number for him, for God's sakes. A number that doesn't exist on the back of a shirt. A 9.5. Flip it now. How specific can you get? And that's Kai Havertz's problem. He's not a centre forward. Hell no. I don't think he can operate as a 10 in the Premier League. I say that in the Premier League. When you go back and you look at his time at Bayer Leverkusen, right? And we were all over Bayer Leverkusen, and I remember I was heavily trying to constantly tag Bayer Leverkusen on Twitter, Leipzig on Twitter. The Leipzig admin responded to me because I was trying to get Timo Werner for Chelsea, and it worked. Right? We were looking at Kai Havertz, and he was blowing it over there. You have to understand now why, because in England it's just not been the same. When you go back and you look at the clips and the videos and the matches and whatnot of him at Bayer Leverkusen, there's more time on the ball. There's less pressure onto him. Overall, it's just more time and space. He had more time and space. And I think there was a decent system at Bayer Leverkusen where him and his colleagues were blending. Him and his teammates were blending. Whoever's playing up front, they were blending. He knew exactly where they were moving. But the oppositions in the Bundesliga were just not tracking down as sharp or tight enough as it's been here in England, where the defence are in your faces. They are in your faces every single match day. You could be playing against Manchester City, you could be playing against Norwich City. Yeah? The pace of the game is fast. I feel like Kai Havertz has just not been able to adapt to the speed. I just don't think. He needs a bit more space, needs a bit more time. If he has that, he'll glide. He hasn't had that, he'll get dispossessed. He's got to think quicker. I think he can't hit a certain capacity of how to think ultra fast, and be decisive instantly, have that immediate instinct. It's just not there. In La Liga, he might find it, especially playing for Real Madrid. Let's be honest. He might find it there. So this is why I think for him, it would be a fantastic move. It'd be a great move. Look, we have to be honest here. Chelsea are where they are at the moment. For the performances he's been putting in, I'm actually shocked that I get to come on here and say him going to Real Madrid as a player, as a footballer, is an upgrade. Come on, it's Real Madrid. Flipping out. With the performances he's put in, I'm shocked that he gets to upgrade to Real Madrid, But the fundamentals are the fundamentals, the specifics are the specifics. And right now, Ancelotti is an admirer. Real Madrid want him. Look, happily take him. Happily, without question. Because we don't have a position for this guy. We just don't. He's not going to play up front. We're going to get a striker. He's not going to play behind the striker. We've got Nkunku coming in. He's just not going to play. So you know what? Look, Real Madrid, you're interested? Fantastic. How much are you putting on the table? Now we get to talk money. Man United fans are triggered because we all of us are saying, well, not all of us, we're agreeing that Chelsea are putting a £70 million price tag on Mason Mount, and they're going, hang on, what? He's not worth 70 million. We know. We know he's not. But you've got the money. Pay up. Pay up. Simple. You've got the cash. Yeah. We need the money. We're going to rinse this as much as possible. If not, we wouldn't let him go. We'd come to a contract agreement. We're letting him go. You're taking Mason Mount at 23 years old. Yes, he's in the last year of his contract, but you're taking Mason Mount. Give us 70 million, please. The same applies here for Kai Havertz. Real Madrid, we know you've got a very big bank account. We know you've got one. Benzema looked like he's going to be on his way. He's going to be heading to Al Ittihad. As much as he tried to dismiss it for this weekend because he's still playing for Real Madrid, I get it. He will be going to Saudi. So there's a spot for Kai Havertz, isn't there? Look, Real Madrid, you want to play him as a 9? I think that's a good decision. Good decision, Real Madrid. Good decision. Good decision. So, look, jokes aside, I think for him, it'd be a great move. I think for Real Madrid, it could actually work. But Kai Havertz at Chelsea, we're at the end of that experiment. So I would trigger the sell. Absolutely. This is a great, great deal. This is a great offer. Bring it in. So there's that. We don't end it there, though. We don't end it there. The good news does not just stop there. It's not just Kai Havertz. This is why I'm in a great mood. Yeah, I'm in a great mood. Felix Johnston. Hit it away, Felix. Not Jow. The other one. Hit it away. Understand Newcastle and West Ham have inquired to Chelsea on Conor Gallagher. Brighton discussed Gallagher with Chelsea previously, but it's not been followed up on. Chelsea open to sell and see Conor plus others as a way to fund Caicedo. Music to my ears, music to my ears. Oh man, all of a sudden I feel like we're actually going to be doing things next season. This is great. I'm very happy. Can we get this going, please? And look, Newcastle are interested, fantastic. West Ham are interested, fantastic. Brighton, I've already discussed this guy and we didn't even know. Fantastic, Brighton, come back. Look, we want to talk. Now, all of you, yeah, who wants him the most? Who's willing to put the most money on the table? Is it you, Newcastle? Probably. Is it you, West Ham? You'll be a surprise. Or is it you, Brighton? Hey, look, you're giving us Caicedo. Do you want Gallagher? How cool would it be if we could actually put Gallagher in the deal for Caicedo? Oh my God, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. We would save money. We'd get rid of Gallagher and we'd get Caicedo. Oh, come on. You know it makes sense. I'm gonna do a full-on Del Boy here now. You know it makes sense. You know it makes sense. This is please let this happen. Please let this happen. Please let this happen. Honestly, if we get this business done in this sort of way, oh my goodness. Now talking about Caicedo, Fabrizio's got more to say on him as well. So for anyone that was doubting, oh, it's going to be Ugarte or Caicedo, don't worry. Check this out. Chelsea remain absolutely into the race for Moses Caicedo. Nothing has changed. He's in the list 100%. No matter what happens with Ugarte deal, still ongoing. You heard it there. No matter what happens with the Ugarte deal, this is still ongoing. Chelsea are going for Caicedo. And you know what's mad? There are other Premier League teams that are clearly interested in Caicedo, but it looks like we are leading this race. And we finished in 12th. Shame on all of you. Yeah? Man United and all. Shame on you. You got Champions League football. You can't compete with a team that finished 12th? I hope I haven't spoken too soon. Anyway, that's probably going to get clipped. But Caicedo, fantastic. Looks like it's happening. We're getting things in motion. You know, the world is in motion, as John Barnes once said many decades ago. Now, let's talk about Ugarte. What's the latest with Ugarte? Without further ado, here it is. Manuel Ugarte wants the Premier League. What is at stake now is a last effort from Chelsea to bring the proposals closer and make his dream possible. This guy came from Record Portugal. Now, Record Portugal seem to be the ones with the inside stories of what's going on with Ugarte. All the information seems to be stemming from them. In Portugal, they are actually very reliable. They're not exactly the Sun, with all due respect. But that's where it all seems like it's coming from, and it just seems like it's heading our way. It all seems like it's shifting in our direction. Now, to add to that, we have Fraser Fletcher from Footy Insider giving us this latest. Chelsea offer for Ugarte is strong. Club not worried about being blown out of the water by PSG. Also, as stated before, Ugarte wants the Premier League and has had positive conversations with Pochettino. Chelsea want to conclude the deal and are talking over a structured deal with Sporting. This is happening, isn't it? We're actually going to be letting go of Kovacic, Mount, Gallagher and Kai Havertz. And more. Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi. Have I missed anyone else? There's more. I'm sure there's more. And we're actually going to be getting in Ugarte, Caicedo. It's actually quite incredible that we might actually come down to this. You know, that this is going to be the transformation of the midfield that Chelsea have been so desperate for. I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing for all of this to go ahead. Fingers crossed we get Ugarte and we get Caicedo in. And that would be absolutely tremendous for them to pair up with Enzo Fernandez. I think our midfield would be absolutely stellar. I can't wait for all this to go ahead. If it does, fingers crossed it all goes through. Let's wait and see. Let me know your thoughts down below. I have to say, my own personal opinion, my thoughts, this is just my opinion. I think Ugarte will happen. I think it's on the brink. I think that he wants it. Chelsea will make it happen. It will happen. The one that I'm a little bit, there's still a way to go is Caicedo. But today, it seems like there's been a shift. It really does. And when you start hearing Fabrizio starting to add more information, you know things are actually going on and things are happening. This is why I sent a little dig at clubs like Man United that we know are interested in Caicedo, but no one has said a thing about them. No one. It's all Chelsea. Beautiful. Now, we won't end it there. I wanna show this to you because this is important. This is important because we need a goalkeeper. But ultimately, I am very happy to be able to come on and say it actually looks like. Do you remember, before I say it, do you remember when we were complaining about the scouts? at Chelsea, and all of us were like, are the scouts even working? You know, Scott McLachlan. Do you remember when we were talking about Scott McLachlan and all of his mates that were, you know, who else was it? There was a goalkeeper, a third goalkeeper at Chelsea that became a scout, didn't he? Well, I forgot the flipping name. I forgot the name. But anyway, all these guys it looked like they were just chilling, not actually doing any work. We weren't scouting anybody. You know, we scouted Lukaku. I mean, come on. That's not scouting. You know, anyone can come up with that. But now, today, is actually a player that no one's discussed, that has popped up, and it's been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that we've sent out scouts to watch this guy. Fantastic, we're working. The scouts are doing work. It's great. Here it is. Check this out. Chelsea sent scouts to watch Georgi Mamardashvili. Now, this one will be a very hard one to pronounce. I'm good with names, I'd like to think. I'm actually alright with names, and hence why I attempted to say the name, and I think I said it correctly. Mamardashvili. Yeah, that's correct. He's a Georgian goalkeeper, plays for Valencia, 22 years old, 6'6". Now, there's been some information given out by I've seen this. This is CBW Scouting. According to his bio, a UK and European scout, actually scouts, right, has come out and given us a lowdown on April 5th about this goalkeeper. I want to show you this. Check this out. Georgi Mamardashvili, 6'6", cat-like reflexes, courageous when claiming crosses, superb shot stopper. Not as good as others with his feet, but he more than makes up for it in other areas of his game. Should get his big move in the summer. Top keeper. Lo and behold, here we are with Chelsea talking about having sent scouts to watch him. So that's where I realised this. I saw this earlier on. I was like, that's something to focus on. Now, he's commented today. So let's see what he's had to say today. Here it is. Like him a lot. He's a solid shot stopper amongst other things. Not as naturally gifted as others with the ball at his feet, but keeping the ball out of the net will always be the most important thing. And I second that. I completely agree. There seems to be this weird obsession nowadays with, oh no, we have to pass the ball out of the back from the goalkeeper every single flipping time. Going long is now illegal and criminal. It's a criminal offence. You'd be facing 5 years in prison if you consider sending a long ball up to the pitch to your striker. I mean, you know, look, there are certain things that you can just get away with, right? If you have a solid defence, you're okay. Now, thankfully, it's not very hard to pass a ball. Hopefully, it's not difficult to control a ball. Now, as long as he can just pass the ball to his teammates, we're good. Yeah, we're good. The rest is up to the defenders. The rest is up to the centre-backs and the full-backs to be able to build up that, you know, that phase, that first phase of build-up play when you're taking the ball out of the back, right? I completely understand that, and hopefully our defenders that we have will be able to do that. Not a problem. But everything else, this guy seems like he's actually somewhat decent, and at 22 years old, it could be a good opportunity. Now, 6'6" is what caught my eye here. 6'6". The guy is flipping tall. I mean, he's probably here to me. That's quite unbelievable, really. So, I think it would obviously be a low fee. It wouldn't be something crazy, but it's nice that our scouts have apparently spotted someone like him, 2 meters tall, and apparently very, very well renowned in his abilities. Has played for Georgia under-21s, is, if I'm not mistaken, in the Georgian national team now, has played 7 times for Georgia, so is an international at 22 years old, and has had a decent spell at Valencia. So overall, having played 55 times for Valencia, decent experience at his age, seems to have very good attributes. This could be a raw talent that Chelsea could actually get in for a very good price and might in future actually turn out to be a top goalkeeper. Let me know your thoughts if you know anything about him in the comment section below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. And well done to the Chelsea scouts for picking this out. You know, I'm picking this out. You're working. Brilliant. Beautiful. Great to see. So, yeah, today has been a good day. Overall, I'm very happy giving you all of this information today. For the first time in a while, I feel positive about Chelsea Football Club. And it's been a while. I've not felt this like this in ages. I really haven't. So let me know your thoughts down below on all the stories that I've come to you with today. And we go tomorrow. I will see all of you then. Now, tomorrow is FA Cup final day. Manchester City versus Manchester United. I will give you a review of that. I think it's only fair that I give you the remaining reviews that need to be done. FA Cup final, Champions League final. I think that's fair. So make sure you are here for that. And I will obviously give you a Chelsea news video too to cement that for the day. So I will see all of you tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And I will see all of you tomorrow, people. Have a good one. See you then. Take care. And peace.